Two tools. Two tools. Two tools. No clue.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Two Tools No Clue podcast. I'm Anna.
And I'm Jeidan. And today I'm going to be talking about a homesteader of homesteaders. It is a woman.
Ooh,
Her American name is Maggie Walz.
American name.
Yep. She, a lot of people don't realize like the struggles that immigrants go through even today with like changing their names to kind of like assimilate into what America thinks, we should be. Even right now, that's a really hot topic, so I'm not going to get into it. But even all the way back in the day, this is like I'm talking like 1880s. You know, just at the very beginning of homesteading, she's actually one of the women immigrants who was very fortunate because of the Homesteading Act that I was talking about um in like the first episode.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Um
By the way,
so-
guys, it's a Minisode today.
oh yeah, today is a Minisode.
Minisode?
Minisode, but great. Oh, okay. Anyway, so born Margarita Johanna Contra Niranen.
Great job.
Thank you. I probably did it all wrong, but
did your best.
confidence. She came from Tornio, Finland, in 1861. She was only 20 years old. She actually even wasn't 20. She was just
Wow.
about to turn 20 when she got there. She landed in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Interesting.
Yep.
Do you know how she ended up there?
There's a lot of opportunities there for like mining and like a lot of European ancestry, no matter where it was done. Like you have miners in I have a lot of miners in my ancestry, and I am Scottish
Like the
and
mineral.
Irish. Yes, mining. Like physical. Like it's crazy to
Not
think
the
about. We're
children.
not even that far away from it. Like that was a job that people had.
Yeah, a terrifying job.
Terrifying.
And a job you could easily get stuck in.
Yeah.
Like the companies would
Yep.
own the company
So before
markets.
unions, like unions did not exist. You were lucky. That was the time where people literally, you would line up and they picked you or they didn't pick you. There was no like equal anything like that. And it's really weird to think about.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so she did a lot of jobs just to kind of get her going before she even like thought of getting land. She was a domestic servant. She was going to night school to learn English so that she could do more things.
Good for her.
And I just think that's really cool that she was doing this.
Yeah.
This is a woman, okay? There is no
What year was
1861.
Wow.
Like I said, she did change her name because she just wanted to fit in. So that was one of the first things that she did. She chose Maggie Waltz so that she could get more jobs. I don't really know how to say this, like not immigrant jobs, because that was a
So
thing.
she's from Finland, so she's a white woman.
Yes.
And as soon as she changes her name, she's assimilated.
Yes.
So that makes sense that she would want to change her name.
She's still very much Finnish though.
Obviously, she'd have an accent.
And it's
like
also just it's at a time where it is like a kind of like a true melting pot in a sense where people they look very different. It's very new still. So people do know where people are coming from. So just like, her features.
Okay,
People were
yeah.
like, you are Finnish.
Interesting. I could never do that.
Yeah, and if I've seen the pictures of her, I'm like that.
Even accents.
I don't know what.
I can't place a
Yeah.
single accent.
So yeah, she was selling sewing machines, pianos, and organs door to door while going to school. And then as soon as she became more like versed in the English language, she became a sales clerk like permanently. And she became like a master of trade. She wasn't afraid. She would go toe to toe with the men, and they respected her for it.
Good for her.
She did the damn thing. She was very involved in the Finnish community. Like, she helped people immigrate. She was very involved in the Finnish church, but she also was like, I want to help more. She was one of the main reasons that there was a large Finnish community that continued, but also one of the like starting points for like women's votes, women's anything, because people respected her.
Wow.
Just, men didn't actually, they didn't really give her shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They were like, she knows what she's doing. So she actually
Did you find a
ended up,
picture of her?
yes, I did. I can show it to you after, and I can also put it up on our page.
Instagram.
I have a few pictures of her, honestly. It's really cool, and that's like how much of a badass she was. There are pictures of her
in
and these other women too. It's very
1860.
cool. Yeah. Very cool. And there's like and they're really fancy. Like, when they just like sit, stare, 'cause, like,
Yeah.
they didn't smile. Very intense. Like 4 women, just like powerhouse.
Damn.
I'll show you that picture.
I'm excited.
So she I don't really know what her thought process was of this, but she went back to Finland.
Okay.
And when she went back to Finland, she like gathered the troops. She's like, all right, ladies, let's go.
Ladies.
Yes. She brought 14 young women with her.
Wow. I feel like I keep saying that.
I mean,
Wow.
yeah, no. So I'll read. I'm gonna, instead of interrupting myself, I'm just gonna read through this a little bit because she did a lot of really incredible things, and I don't want to take that away from her. So she helped these women to get to the U.S. by underwriting their passage, teaching them English, and helping them find employment. It was like a win-win for her because it also helped her with business opportunities because she had people that, she could use for jobs, and then and then people were like, "Oh yeah, she's resourceful," like she
Right.
has these very capable young women coming and doing the things that we needed done, Um and she ended up becoming a ticket agent, a notary public, and opened a currency exchange in her
What?
community.
How do you even do that?
I know. As a woman, like, and I'm not like, I wish more women were in power. We need that, right? And I just think it's
Honestly.
like, where the heck like, what, guys? Like, seriously? Like, why did we stop? I interrupted myself anyway. She provided interpretation services for Finnish-speaking immigrants in business, legal, and other transactions because they didn't know how,
Right.
And like, that is still very much a thing today. People need access.
Yeah.
People need a shot. So it wasn't the norm that women did pursue these things, and I think that's one of the reasons that people just were like, "Oh, okay, you're gonna do this." Like, okay,
Yeah.
shit. All right, go ahead. Like, we need more people doing this.
Yeah.
And you're very good at it, by the way, and which is really impressive. But um, and these are some quotes. I think they're pretty cool. By establishing herself as an independent businesswoman, she challenged the notions of women's proper role in late 19th century society. She was often described as unladylike, if not downright masculine.
Oh.
She may wear skirts, but she's no lady. Was an expression commonly quoted in her regard.
God.
Others said she had a voice like a sea captain.
So I'm guessing they didn't consider her like beautiful.
No,
No.
I'm not even trying to be rude. Like,
I wonder if she had been beautiful, if that would have helped her or hindered her.
I don't think it would have because her presence, it's
You
like,
think it would have hindered her?
she would be really good at rugby. Like, she was a solid woman.
What do you mean by that?
Like,
You don't think it would what?
I don't
Help
think
or
it would've-
hinder?
I don't think it would have helped her.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they would have taken her seriously.
Yeah.
Because she looks like a scary lady.
Yeah.
Like, I would not mess with her.
That makes a lot of sense.
I would be like,
Why they're
aye,
like,
Captain.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
alright,
literally,
sir.
I'd be like, aye, Captain. Like, whatever you want.
She's one of us.
Yeah, no. which is horrible. That shouldn't be how she gets that done. I just want to say, I think you should be able to be as beautiful as you want and still command a room. Like, that's so
Yeah.
silly. I think people are stupid when they think like that. So she, like, on her professional side, obviously she was doing crazy things, but that was not enough for her. So she was bored, obviously, with all the things that she was doing professionally.
How?
I'm being
Girl.
sarcastic. I don't know. I think it was more just like a necessity. Her and her gal pals were like, "All right, girls, we need to stick to the man. We deserve votes. We deserve voice. We deserve public representation."
Mm.
So she attempted to establish a women's suffrage organization in 1888. Um, It didn't meet much success, but it was still, like, valued as, like, a really, like, grand effort because it, like,
Mm.
helped spark the things,
Yeah.
and it at least put it on the map as, like, a topic.
Is
Like,
this before Susan B. Anthony?
I think so, 'cause 1888. Um, she left the Upper Michigan area to go to college in Indiana. She organized a Finnish women's society there.
Girl
Um,
doesn't sleep.
no, she doesn't. And I'm just like, when do you sleep?
Yeah.
Like, you have to sleep. Like, when do you eat? When do you breathe?
Even in
Like,
her dreams, she's looking
yeah,
for
it's
opportunity.
like Leslie Knope. You know what I mean? Like, she literally
Literally.
reminds me of Leslie Knope. It's like, la 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 la. Here's the solution. Anyway, um, Leslie Knope for president. Um, But this group was more dedicated to general advancement of women rather than, like, just the suffrage alone. It later became a national organization.
Wow.
Society, they had a newspaper, it was called the Women's Paper in Finnish. I am so sorry, Finland. It it is called, Naisten Lehti. I'm saying this it's
We
I'm
just lost all of our Finnish listeners.
sorry. Um That also was, eventually distributed throughout the country. Thought that was really cool. Um, she built and I, like, picture her doing this, but I'm sure she had help, right? Because this is insane. She built a stately 3-story business block.
Three-story.
Business block.
Oh,
I was like, "Ooh, she built the building." No, humba a block. She went the whole
holy
way.
shit.
Pine Street was hers. It
Pine
was a
Street was
commercial center,
hers.
like, seriously, like, eh yeah, so, she had a commercial center, it was also, like, a community center, um, there was an opera house.
In this block?
Yes,
Wow.
and
A little bit of
then
everything.
yeah, and then a bunch of stuff, like, a bunch of storefronts, business offices, there was a clothing store, and she operated the clothing store herself.
Wow.
There was meeting rooms, like, it was, like, a whole
Where was
thing.
this block?
In Michigan
In
somewhere.
Mich
So she still hasn't bought the land, by the way. I just want to state that. But
Jesus
she's
Christ.
getting there. So she's still bored, guys. He's like, the block isn't doing it for me anymore. I would like 160 acres of land, please. So she applied for the Homestead Act for 160 acres on Drummond Island. It is a very large island on the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. It's a large island in Lake Huron.
Okay. Is that the whole
It
island?
for a while, it wasn't even America's, like, it was, like, back and forth
Oh, wow.
between, like, hands for a while. Britain had it 'cause, like, territories be territories. So,
Yeah.
like, I think it was back and forth between Britain, and then finally there's like, "You can have it." Here it is. And it was used as like, a lot of those areas were used as, like, mining and, like, logging towns. So
Mm.
they were literally just there. Like, I got deep into it. This is so off topic, didn't even put it in my notes, but there was a town called Watsontown.
Oh, wow.
Yep, this town was literally created just for logs being transported.
Wow.
Yep, because like back in the day, they just used water systems a
On the
lot of the time.
island?
No, this is just another area in the upper area, I
Oh.
think. It was called, I found it on a page called Ghost Towns, and
Ooh.
it was really cool. It was about all of these towns that are like, they don't really exist anymore
Mhm.
because we don't use that method of transportation anymore. Because it really
Right.
was like, a stop to then gather up all these logs again, and then they would ship them out or bring them elsewhere. Like that's how they made their money. It only
Interesting.
existed because of logs being
Mhm.
moved. Like they had to be a stopping point, which is really interesting. It reminds me of like Bellows Falls.
Why?
Bellows Falls was created for logging.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Remember when the dam went real dry, the old
Oh,
platforms
that's
were
right.
people were freaking out, and I thought it was so cool. It is cool.
It was the old platforms
Old
for the
platforms for the
logging.
logging down the Connecticut River. It's
That's
like
really
really cool
awesome.
shit. But yeah,
I
Bellows
love
Falls,
stuff like
stuff
that.
like that exists. And even Hinsdale. Hinsdale probably literally exists because of stuff like that to
Oh,
begin
yeah.
with. Because it was stopped. But yeah, so anyway, I thought that was cool. So she got 160 acres on Drummond Island.
Now,
Um,
is that the whole island or is that just a portion of it?
I think it's the whole island.
Okay. Because
Um,
if she was me, if I was her, I'd be buying that whole
I
island. I
think
wouldn't be
there,
sharing my
I think there
island.
actually might have been some people there already.
Okay.
Um, like indigenous good groups,
Okay. She's brave.
possibly. I think they were all kind of like, yeah, okay, like this is our side, you can have that side, whatever.
Hmm.
Because
Let's hope.
a lot had already kind of gone down between changing hands and just like, no, this is mine, no, this is yours,
Yeah.
no, you can have it, whatever.
The indigenous people are like, "Hi guys.
Yeah, because you have to think
Actually it's
about it, like
ours."
Canada wasn't Canada. Canada was a British territory for a very long time,
Yeah.
like a very long time. And a lot of the islands that are on the coast of Canada are still owned by Britain. They are not Canadian islands. People don't
Mhm.
realize that. But yeah, so it's just really interesting. So they, so, she shows up. She's like, this is a Finnish community now. Like all of her Finnish people were like, yep, that sounds great. They started building. Um, so yeah, 1905, she establishes the colony and she, bases it off of temperance, cooperative capitalism, and Christianity.
Oh my.
Yep. And, I mean, she did the damn thing. So in her honor, the community was named Cretan, a shortened form of Margarita, similar to like Maggie in English.
Cretan?
Yeah. Imagine
Sorry, let
calling
me
her
say it in a
Cretan.
non New England accent. Cretan?
Sounds a little bit better, maybe.
From
But yeah,
Marguerite?
I know. Margarita.
Margarita?
Yeah.
Cretan?
Yeah. I don't get it either.
Cretan?
But, you know, the Finnish are already
You sure
upset
you're
with me.
saying that
So
right?
let's not. I mean, I don't know,
Krita?
Anna. No, there's an N at the end of it. But
Okay.
anyway, Maggie in English, I believe them. That's what it was called. So they did really well. There were 5 settlements. There was a population of 1,000 people. Education was great there. They like prioritized the homesteading way already. They were farmers naturally, miners and farmers naturally. So they knew what to do.
Mhm.
Um, they had their own school system, which is, you know, one of the first signs of getting it done. I mean,
Yeah.
back then, like towns really were still being formed. Like
Mhm.
it was serious. You know what I mean? They're like, no, we're doing this, and people are like, okay, sounds great. Like if you literally came, like if we got here today in the middle of Hinsdale, and we're like, no, this is Watson Town. Like, just something crazy like that. You know what I mean? They'd be like, nobody.
Yeah.
You live in Hinsdale. Like,
We're
get
gonna
over it.
arrest
Yeah.
you now.
Yeah. Like, this
You're
is the
being
law.
detained.
Yeah. But yeah, so that it was successful for a really long time. It had 5 stores, a hotel, like had a hotel.
That's
Visitors came and they
insane.
needed a hotel. Um,
I want to move there.
yeah. So
Sounds wonderful.
I should have spaced this out better. It really drives me crazy.
Just so everybody knows, Jay is reading a novel he wrote himself. It is not bulleted. It's paragraphs
it's a
of
story
words.
about Maggie.
Yeah. Really did
I
himself
really did
dirty.
myself dirty, that's for sure. So yeah,
Doing our best.
There we go.
Learning on the fly.
It was for a while. It was her main home, but then she started going back and forth.
Because the girl can't sit still.
Yeah, she had other businesses still, dude. You
She
have
had the
to
whole
remember,
block.
She had the whole block. Okay, like she had a society to run. Like she was not sleeping. So she started to go there less, and
The island?
yeah, because a group of socialists showed up and like took over. She was like, "Don't."
So
put my
they
stamp
showed
on
up and
that."
they were like, this is Watson Town.
Yeah, basically. And Maggie did not endorse that whatsoever. So she kind of just left.
She didn't even fight the system?
No,
Come
I think
on.
she had bigger things to do. And she also like at that point, like she was already in her 40s. And I think she was kind of just like, I'm not doing this.
Have a whole
My
block.
other house is nicer. Like I think that's really what it was about. And
She
it was
just
up
left
there.
her 1,000 people family.
Yeah, she's like, "You're welcome. Thank me later. Oh, this is later. Bye." But I mean, you have to think about it. Like the fact that she was able to genuinely help all these people like establish like a home
Yeah.
and community and still be able to hold on to their culture. Like that's okay.
Mm.
Because there's, still value. Especially up there. Like that was not not an easy job to do.
Yeah.
Mining, logging, like the majority of the things that these people were doing up there were no luxury. Like some of them were probably working in the hotel, but I still think it's great that there was a hotel.
Yeah. Is this still there?
Yeah. I don't know like how established it is now, but like yeah, I mean the Upper Peninsula of Michigan definitely has people up there. I don't really know
Interesting.
what they do for jobs, but I still think, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's not one of the ghost towns.
Okay.
It's there. I don't know if it's
People
called
still live on the
Cretan.
island?
Yeah, I don't know if it's still Cretan, but people still live there. So she, didn't want to hang out there. She started just traveling because she was back on like the women stuff. She was like, okay, hold on. Hold my drink. We still need to talk about the situation at hand.
Mm-hmm.
So um became a part of the Michigan's Women Christian Temperance Union.
Wow. Say
And
that 3 times fast.
I can't. And was the American delegate to the International Women's Christian Temperance Union meeting in Glasgow, Scotland.
What? How'd she get over there?
In 1910. She
Girl.
She participated in a women's delegation to the Coolidge administration in Washington D.C. and she became very well known around the country. Even the newspapers, they were just like, "This is Maggie Walz. Like, let us tell you the story." And that's why there's so many pictures of her
Wow.
because she was like HBIC. They're
That's
like, "Tell us how
insane.
you got here. Tell us your story. Like, how did you do these things?" Um, and I think that was probably no, not probably. I think it's really important to women's history. And
Yeah.
I've never heard of this woman before.
I feel like I haven't either.
Yeah. I found the majority of this information about her, by the way, on the National Parks historical website.
Oh,
They do
cool.
like features and stuff like that. And I actually found her on in their database about like the history of homesteaders. And it was just a bunch of there's a lot of cool ones. So I actually am gonna be kind of diving into that probably for my minisodes because I thought it was really cool. And
Yeah.
there were a lot of women homesteaders and a lot of immigrant homesteaders. There was also a lot of black homesteaders, and I thought that was really cool. But it makes sense. Like all these people are coming to America and just trying to do the damn thing. So yeah, I'm excited to do that. So that'll probably be my go-to for my minisodes for a while.
Lucky.
Yeah,
Mine are so random.
I like that though. And like some of this, I feel like what I'm excited about it is I am gonna stick to like the American side, like because I just think it's cool how like we don't. It's important that we talk about all the shitty things that we've done, and we need to probably talk about more things that we've done America to ourselves and to everyone else because our history needs to be spoken on. But I also feel like they should talk about these types of stories in school
Yeah.
when they're bringing this up instead of just drilling weird things in our heads. Like, tell me about Maggie. Tell me her story. Tell me why it's important.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be a really large connection also to just make people understand that you might be speaking English now, but at one point your ancestors were not in this country. And that is a fact, people. It is a fact. And if you want to fight me on it, fight me on it. Because it is.
Our email is twotools.podcast@gmail.com.
Tell me how you feel. Because you're allowed to in this country. You're allowed to tell me how you feel, and I will accept it because you're listening to me about how I'm feeling. So yeah, before I, go any further, she did the damn thing until the age of 65. And I know you're thinking like, oh, that's not that old, but back then that was very old. Like good for her. She survived a lot. But she did end up passing away of like pneumonia, I think it was. Yeah,
Dang.
pneumonia. She held a legacy, that's for sure. And I just think it's really cool because I bet in Michigan people know about Maggie Walz.
Yeah.
And I think it's really interesting because there's a lot of people with that name or a similar
Waltz.
name. And I just wonder how they all figure out if they're related or not. I don't know. I
Yeah.
always think about stuff like that. I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but I was born in Scotland. Have I? Have we talked about this yet?
We've recorded so many episodes out of
Yeah.
order. I have no idea.
Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but yeah, one of the main reasons that I am a little bit passionate about immigrants in America is because I am one. I technically am a citizen now, but that just happened this past year. I'm
Yeah.
not even a year into being a citizen. I've been here since 1995, January 5th, 1995, Boston Airport. First time I landed in America. Like I remember it. But I've also just seen and heard some crazy things about immigrants because people don't think I'm one.
You don't look the part.
I don't look the part. I have an American accent. So I have been fortunate and privileged to live a life of assimilation, but I still bang my chest. You know this about me. Because it's important, especially right now. But yeah, so Maggie Waltz.
What was her
Margarita Johanna. Yeah. So, Homesteader for the win. I thought she was pretty cool. Michigan is no joke. I've never been there, but I feel like it's similar to New England weather.
Michigan?
Yeah,
I thought you said Machina.
Michigan.
You say that weird.
I did. Michigan?
Michigan.
Michigan. Sorry, Michigan. Michigan.
If you're from Michigan and you've heard of Maggie Walz, let us know.
Yeah. Tell me all about her. I thought she was pretty cool. And I feel like she probably had a lot of proteges out there, like doing the damn thing
Yeah.
too.
Did she have kids? Did she get married?
No,
No?
no,
What a badass.
no. She just did it.
Well, history will call them roommates. She had her ladies.
Maybe.
She's a masculine woman. Oh, you never
Maybe.
showed me a picture.
Oh, I got you.
We'll be posting these on Instagram.
I want to show you the stately one. They were, honestly, all of them were, but my favorite one. Maggie. Okay, so this is her right here. That's the individual one, but I want to show you the other one too.
I can see why men didn't fuck with her. She's not like hideous.
No.
She's just she's a presence. Are there more?
Yeah. This is the one I'm talking about. Isn't that an impressive picture?
I thought that was her in the middle.
No, she's on the end.
Yeah, and she's wearing a suit.
Yeah.
I guess they all are. I'm like pushing.
That's the women's society.
Pushing my narrative on this poor woman.
Yeah, you're like stereotyping.
Yeah.
Rude.
Make it make sense. Why didn't she have any kids? They probably
she
would have
was
been
too
amazing.
busy. I
people.
was joking about her being bored. You heard her resume. Come on. She didn't have time for that.
That's very true. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
So should I do the Farmer's Almanac?
Yeah. Let's do
So
it.
today is March 5th.
The fifth.
Launch day of Two Tools No Clue podcast. Thanks for listening.
Ooh. I shouldn't have said last week. Like, this happened today.
Yeah, because they're both going out. So Thursday, March 5th, Ella and Austin Curtis created 531.178 pound Nanaimo bar, setting record in Lavik, Ontario, 2020. That
Canada,
means
what?
absolutely nothing to me.
Good job, Canada.
Thanks, Canada.
You're my hero.
All right. If you want to follow us on
Sorry.
social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you can follow us at Two Tools No Clue Podcast. TikTok is at Two Tools No Clue. You can subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/Two Tools No Clue. And you can email us your stories, your critiques,
Your feelings.
your feedback, your topic ideas.
You want to yell at me about immigrants?
Yeah. Anything. You can email us at Two Tools No Clue Podcast @gmail.com. Thanks, guys. We love you.
Yeah, we love you guys. Be safe out there. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Two tools. Two tools. Two tools. No clue.